Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Monday, March 31st, 2025, and I'm here to do a collective read for you. As you know, it's a timeless read. I don't use the signs, I don't use the genders, it's all energy NOAs. So if this is your reading, you're going to know by the description of the characters as well as the storyline. So take what applies, toss the rest, don't try to make things fit if it doesn't. It is not advisable. Please use your higher wisdom and discernment while you're listening to collective general readings. When we say general collective, it means that there's thousands of people here. This is not a personal, private reading for you. Not every read's going to be for you, okay? You must already be aware of this in your life. If you're not aware of it, that means it's not your story. Last night, I had somebody say, I'm not this and I'm not that, and I didn't do this and I didn't do that. Stop misleading people. I do not mislead people. That simply means that that reading wasn't for you, my dear. Stop misleading people about me and my character. I do not appreciate it. And that could get costly for you at the end of the day if you do not stop doing that. Anyhow, you've been warned. So let's begin. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. These are general collective readings. Please use your higher wisdom and discernment at all times. I will bring out the tarot cards. I'll give you the description of the cards as well as what I'm picking up intuitively. You know your story best. It can be all the descriptions, some one and or none, as I stated, and then we bring it together at the end. Thank you for being here. I am truly grateful to each and every one of you. I love you so very much. Let's see where we're going to go with this. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors of the white light. What's the message for the collective, please, at this hour? What would you like to discuss? Setting the record straight. I guess I just did, didn't I? Overarching energy. So somebody could have been targeting you. This is the overarching energy. Somebody's setting the record straight about a situation. Bottom of the deck, the underlying energy. Situation's about to explode. Shit's about to pop up and go off in flames. Oh dear, that's the underlying energy. You're dealing with a bugaboo. Tell me to go sit down and heal, okay? Someone's trying to run away from what they've incurred, what they've caused in their life. They screwed up, right? They're trying to fulfill a fantasy within their own sick minds. Unhealed people going around trying to curate stories, false stories about others, trying to dictate their life, trying to compromise other people, to join hate trains, to slander, to steal, to harm. Yeah, keeping you a secret. They know they effed up. Well, I'd say. This is the time of karma. It's all coming back on people. Whatever you put out is coming back to you, okay? We are seeing it. We are witnessing it. You put out magic, it's coming back to them, okay? You put out hate, it's coming back to them. It's obvious. If you all of a sudden somebody's walking around and they're hateful, they're spiteful, they're bitching, they're angry, let's come back to them. Do you understand what I'm saying? What you put out, you get back. It is what it is. Be a better person. Setting the record straight. So we're all getting a good bird's eye view of people's mind, let's say, because it's all coming back to them. They can't hold back. They cannot not act in the way that they thought, that they projected onto other people, okay? Setting the record straight. They're all telling on themselves. The divine is compelling each and every one of these people who have harmed people on purpose to tell on themselves. Setting the record straight. Where are we going with this, please, Spirit? Infatuation, denial, obsession, and attraction. So somebody targeted you because you said, no, I'm not interested. They're infatuated with you. Or they claimed you were infatuated with them. It was a big ego boost for them, right? It was all lies. Whatever this is, it caused a great deal of hurt. So crying, depression, pain, and sorrow, now they're going through it, okay? Because everything's blowing up in their face. Yeah, people are fighting with them or they're fighting with others. Trust issues, one-sided, detached. It was all one-sided. People are detaching now. They don't want to be associated or they don't want to be held liable, whatever this is. Message, communication, conversation, expressing feelings. So who's hiding their true feelings here? Deep emotions, secretly in love, what I tell you, cold and detached. Living a fantasy. Double life. Liar, deception in another relationship. They wanted you to have a love affair with them, or they claimed you did. I don't know, it's secrecy, third party, hooking up, STDs. They could have claimed you had an STD or you gave them an STD. Some people, I'll tell you. Setting the record straight, infatuation. I don't know. There's so many people that need a good dose of reality. Where are we going with this? Clarify, setting the record straight and infatuation, please, Spirit. Where are we going with this, please? What's the message here for the collective, please, Spirit? Two-faced, obviously. Double life, cheater, backstabber. It's in keeping. Someone's very salty here, bitter, angry, and petty. Obviously. Recharge. Breathe. Let go. Clear your mind. So whomever, this could be you, could be somebody, they need to clear their mind, that's for sure. Somebody's very clingy. That's what a bugaboo is, isn't it? Old exes, dead relationships, old ways, full of envy. Put it there just in case. Resentful, competitive, discontent. You blocked them. Moved on. Nothing to say. Stop calling. They're missing your nurturing way here. They're looking people to lick their wounds, you know, because they're boo-boos right now. Mentorship, wisdom, and giving back. These people don't give back. What they give is evil. What they give is lies. What they give is false faces. Right? You could be a feminine energy, divine feminine energy, gentleness, nurturing, and mothering. They're looking for a mommy. It could be somebody that has mommy issues. I don't know. But you could be in divine feminine energy, male or female. Please don't take offense. We have both within us. It just simply means that you're artistic and creative. There's a lot more to it. But you could be a male that's very creative and artistic. You're a creator of sorts. You're really down to earth and grounded. A philanthropist. A great deal of love here. This is unconditional love. You took the time to smell the roses and took care of you. Okay? You got out in nature. If you haven't, you might want to. Slow down. Take some you time. Blah, blah, blah. They're facing some... Got a lot of tension right here. Stressed out, migraines, and worry. Oh dear, everything I didn't set's coming back. Oh dear. Don't start nothing. There won't be nothing. Setting the record straight, infatuation, two-faced. So I don't know. Somebody in the equation is going to set the record straight. They're going to, I think you already know. But it's also always nice to hear confirmation from somebody else. You know, in the 3D. It's also nice to hear apologies. They're not coming, though. You know what I mean? People think they don't have to apologize. Oh, well. To which is odd. It just means that karma's going to ramp up. I'm not saying karma will stop with an apology. It might mitigate, though. Setting the record straight, infatuation, and two-faced. It just means somebody had a come to Jesus moment, and they are remorseful. And God really does consider that. Pain. Apprehensive, afraid, and cautious. They caused you a lot of pain, so that's why they're apprehensive. They're in a lot of pain now, and they can't handle it, but they thought you could. You deserved it, and you did nothing to warrant it, but they did everything to warrant it, and they don't think they deserve it. Take it for whatever that is. They influenced others against you, obviously. Attachments, third parties, and peers. And these peers and attachments and third parties all got in on it, right? And now they're all suffering. Broken, shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. Well, what can I say? Setting the record straight, infatuation, two-faced, and pain. What's the message here, please, Spirit? I'm not saying this to minimize anybody's pain. I'm just tired of these energies, okay? And I get it. You're tired too. They don't want to learn the lesson. They think they're above learning lessons. They think they don't have to learn a lesson. They don't think, you know, they're wearing masks. They do all manner of things to harm, steal, lie, slander, deflect, magic, all kinds of things. But they don't think they have to answer for it. Well, I'm going to be sitting here, and right now, I say yes, you're going to answer for it. I'm going to hold people's feet to the fucking fire. I'm tired of it. Where are we going with this? And in certain cases, I'm going to expose people. People that are harming others, taking, stealing, defaming. You know, this is a great deal of pain here that's been caused to a great many people. And they think nothing of it. And it's not just pain to one person. This is going to reflect in everybody's family and everybody's circle. When you're going through pain, everybody around you goes through it in one way or another. People that love you, they depend on you. Somewhere in your life, it's going to be greatly negatively affected and potentially into the next generations. Unless you nip it in the bud, unless everybody gets the appropriate help to heal that they need. And these people don't think about that. They don't think about the many people that will be harmed coming after one person. They don't think about the fallout. Well, they're going to have to think about it now. Where are we going with this, please? It's a heartbreak, yeah, 3 swords. Major liars here, King of Swords in reverse. Narcissistic abuse, possibly, potentially. Thank you, Spirit. You know, this is self-love, new love, true love. This is emotional fulfillment, emotional support. They're in their emotions here, new beginnings. You gave them nothing but love, and now that love will be eternally elusive from them. They are in their emotions. Keep loving on yourself. Keep healing. You've done nothing wrong. Do not carry their shame. Yep, 8 of Swords. They're bound. Or they try to bind you. Or they could be going to jail. They're stuck in their head. This is self-imposed. Trying to restrict you. They're being restricted. This is somebody doing mirror magic. Somebody trying to mirror you. It could be the doppelganger we've often heard about. They're feeling trapped or stuck. Too many obstacles to overcome. Resisting arrest. I just heard Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck. Somebody is curious. They're spying on you. They're watching. This could be under surveillance. Oh, I just heard on a self-delete watch. So they could be in jail under self-delete watch. I don't know. Somebody's gathered some information. They're learning something. This is delayed communication from afar. 8 swords plus 1 is 9 of swords. They're really burdened. They can't eat or sleep. They're anxious. You could be online as well. They're trying to restrict you online. If you have any online, here you're getting justice. I can't make this up. There's another sword up in the air. The truth is spoken. It's been spoken. Okay? You're getting justice. This is balance. Balancing of the scales. This is a reckoning. This is karma. Okay? Whatever was done here was unfair, unbalanced, amoral, or criminal, or all of the above. Congratulations. Let's just make some room here because you're bigger cards. There's proof and evidence as to what these people were doing. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. It has something to do with an investment, possibly. They underestimated you. They're trying to harvest from you. They're counting your money. They better start counting their own. They were gaslighting, poking the bear, playing mind games, reactive abuse, power plays. You took the high road and walked away. You didn't engage. Okay, you see all these people against one person? Okay, I knew I was sensing that. This was uncalled for. Now they're fighting, finger pointing, blaming one another because they're getting caught. They're going through karma. They can't handle it. They don't want to be challenged. They don't want the conflict in their life. You have no drama in your life. That's proof positive here. Okay. Yeah. Another ace of swords. Truth. Speaking the truth. Spirit is saying this is the truth. New beginnings, a breakthrough. You took a different approach to get this done. You're speaking the truth and nothing but. Somebody's getting cut out of a group, a coven, cult, secret society, a family. Whatever this is. Okay, this is a new beginning for you. This is a breakthrough, truth, and clarity. It's communication coming through. More swords, I'm telling you. 9 of swords. They're worried. They can't eat or sleep. They're very burdened. Okay, they're very anxious. It's a 10 of swords right there. Okay, it's a betrayal. They betrayed you, or they betrayed their circle coming up after you. It's a harsh and painful end. It is an ending of a cycle. Congratulations. They're going through a dark night of their soul. They need to heal. Temperance and the upright. They could be going after an earth angel, or you're divinely protected by the angels. You alchemize, transmute it, whatever this is. I mean, I was thinking about this earlier. Certain people that I'm talking to at this moment going through rough times, or they have gone through rough times. And I just want to tell them, listen, you're doing a good thing. Even through the hard times, you have to remember to try to alchemize and transmute whatever you're feeling. Even through the tears, find a reason to laugh. You know what I mean? Go online, listen to stand-up comedy, listen to upbeat music. Turn that around, okay? Do not stay in that dark place. That's what they want. Look at this, Ten of Swords. I can't make it up. Wow. It's a betrayal. Seven of Wands. You're standing your ground. You're divinely protected and guided, okay? There could be people fighting. They came up against you. Somebody's very resistant. They're very defensive. They got to let this go, open up. They can't hold back anymore, or they're going to get let go. They're unstable and insecure. It's fast communication, fast action, and or travel. This could be a raid. Again, the sword's up in the air. The truth is known. It's been spoken. They wanted to attack you spiritually, physically, morally. I mean, to attack your character maybe. Thought they were covered, protected, but they're not. Something's happening very quickly. Again, people are letting them go very quickly. They can't hold on to they have no protection, okay? They were trying to block you to prevent something from being released, the truth or money or whatever. They have no protection. You have to let something go. It doesn't belong to them. Maybe if it's theft. Come back here. This is an Empress in reverse that came out, so this could be a doppelganger as well. They wanted power and control over you. They devalued you, trying to take your rights and your voice away, trying to disempower you. Very toxic energy, okay? Thank you, Spirit. Three swords, more swords. They're heartbroken. Oh, well. Those nothing, start nothing, there won't be nothing. This could be an arrest. It's illumination. Hanged woman in reverse. You let it go. You surrendered it to God, or they're going to have to surrender. Give up. That's what it means. It's a waste of time. There's no more time to waste. No more delays. This is illumination. They're acting like a murder now. Poor me, poor me. Look what's happening to me. Look at my life. It's falling apart. Well, what did you do to get there? I'm not saying that everybody that's going through hard times did something to merit it, but these karmics did. They have no room to, they've already been blaming everybody for it, and they're the ones behind it. Let it go. 10 of Wands. Yeah, somebody got injured. They wanted to injure you. This is overkill. Or no, sorry, let it go. This is, they have to drop this. Let go of these burdens. You're unburdened. They're seeing that you're not burdened. Whatever they tried to do to you, it's ending a cycle. You're not taking on these people's burdens. Yeah, you're still moving ahead, still moving on. Spirit plucked you out of rough waters, and you're still moving forward, okay? They're bringing you, they brought you into a place to heal. You're still moving on. They could be on the run. They want to come meet you in calm waters. Yeah, you saw through the illusions. You broke free. People are, this could be you or others. They're running the other way. They're detaching from this person or people or this situation. You peep their game. People are peeping their game. Somebody's really corrupt, abuse of power, abuse of authority, money motivated, right? Greedy, selfish, materialistic, lazy, and jealous. A bully, a spendthrift. They could have abused their power and their authority to harm you or others. And others. Empress, the Divine Feminine. Somebody wanted your cup of love. Or they wanted to impersonate you. I think somebody was watching you, seeing how you love. It was somebody that you took care of maybe, or you did love. You showed them a great deal of love. Either they're younger than you or they're more immature. You know what I mean? They're not on the same wavelength. They were looking at that golden chalice, which is you. Going, oh, I want to be that person, but I want to bypass all the work. You know what I mean? To be a mother and a daughter, a mother and son. This is unconditional love. They thought, oh, they'll love me no matter what. Yeah. Somebody was getting paid or paying to do something to you. Somebody was giving and receiving, prioritizing others. They need to balance something out with you. You gave them a lot of money. The world is upside down. This is unfinished business. They kept repeating a bad pattern of behavior, didn't want to stop. So they're making some sort of money off of you, maybe online. Until now, they might get kicked off offline. I don't know. But this is something they have to return, whatever monies this is. Yeah, Nine of Cups, you are wish fulfillment. This is material gain as well. Satisfaction. A lot of cups here. Could be a drinker as well. Somebody's world is upside down. 9 of Wands. 9 if this resonates. You let them go. They're angry. They can't block you. They can't get your guard to go down. They took, and you didn't do anything because vengeance is his. So the divine in my situation told me, sit back, just watch. Sit back. Don't get upset. Just heal. I'll take care of it. You know, it's like the cops, right? When they're watching somebody, they're under investigation, criminals. They're going to wait till they get good proof, irrefutable proof, to make sure they put them away for a long time. So the divine was testing these people. The divine was making sure that the bait was there, and they took it. And whatever they gained, it was temporary. It was the ill-gotten gains. It's going to come back to you one way or another. If it was stolen, if anything was stolen from you. But the divine wanted to see how far they're going to go. They were paying other people, right, to do something against you. It's unfinished business with the universe. The world is upside down. It's a humongous clapback. 5 of Swords. You hurt their ego. They tried to embarrass or disgrace you. You hurt their ego and their pride because you let them go. It could be a past person, love, friend, business, and or family. They held a grudge against you, whatever this is. They're going to have to let this go. Yeah, you don't trust them. 2 cups reversed. You don't see eye to eye. It's not a harmonious union, whatever this was. They're on their own. They're going to have to be on their own. Maybe this group doesn't trust them. They're embarrassed and disgraceful. They were doing stuff in the dark, okay? Moon in the upright. A lot of lies and illusions. Working behind your back against you. Nothing was as it seems. Maybe this whole group or these people are now seeing they thought they were working together, but this person had an ulterior motive and a hidden agenda for why this was being done, and now they're all compromised. Take it for whatever it is. Looks like they're at, this is yin and yang, light and dark. You have to balance the truth too, and you're standing in the middle, so you're very balanced. You use your intuition to get through this. But it also looks like they're very leery of one another. Lack of trust, you know what I'm saying? They're watching one another. There's a higher power involved. This might be a marriage. It's having something to do with a marriage. I'm really picking up it's a higher power, a belief system, and or some sort of institution you're dealing with, judge and or some sort of leader. They give out false information about you, misleading information, or if this is a relationship, it's unrequited love. There will be no reconciling. Okay, you're not going back to the past. They bore false witness against you. Page of Pentacles, could have lost a child. This is somebody's in debt, didn't do their homework. Like I said, they wanted to get from A to Z, but didn't want to do the work in between, all the letters in between. Didn't want to do their homework. They're lazy and disrespectful. Took a huge gamble and lost. No new beginnings. Didn't take a practical approach. They can't make a payment on something. I don't know. Maybe somebody lost their kids because they didn't want to pay. I don't know. Okay, it could be custody. It doesn't have to be. They lost their job. Whatever they tried to do, it didn't work. Bearing false witness is not working. People are no longer wanting to work with this person. Yeah, it's dark high priest or priestess in the reverse, doing magic, shit talking, unwise counsel. Secrets are not coming out. Yeah, it's all gossip here. Cult, coven, secret society. They're parting ways with their friends, with their group, whatever this is. If somebody was jealous, they were doing magic. They were jealous. Maybe they claimed you were sleeping around. It seems like it's somebody that was doing a lot of sleeping around, had nothing to do with you. This is a lot of bullying. This is abuse. This is somebody that wants control. Their way, the highway type of energy. They're karmic. Parting away is no peace or harmony here. It has something to do with a false contract. It was all one-sided, whatever this is. And there's consequences to their poor decisions. You parted ways with these people, or these people are parting ways. Yeah, somebody's assessed the situation. They want to contact you after a long time here. They want to take accountability. They want to come towards you and give you something. They're dragging their feet. If they stole money or they owe you money, they're dragging their feet coming towards you to give you this money. Yes, a tower. Built on a false foundation. They're getting tossed out of somewhere. A group, a family, a home, a business, third-party situation, a collaboration or a contract. Now they want help. Somebody was consulting somebody, working with somebody. They're watching you work. You have the biggest pentacle here, and these two have small pentacles, and they're probably eyeballing it going, oh, I wish I can create that pentacle. Maybe we can steal it. But you're highly elevated, higher than these two. You did the work. That's the difference. You did the work. You minded your business. You did your freaking work. Now, all illusions here. They got paid. They got tempted. They got bribed or blackmailed. It's a cover-up of some sort. Illusions, hopeful, wishful thinking, confusion. Somebody might have had multiple partners here. At the end of the day, they don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do. They're feeling sorry for themselves. They're feeling rejected. They were bored and dissatisfied with life. They can't get their eye off the golden chalice, the Holy Grail. You are the Holy Grail. And every now and then I'll look and there's like red within the cup. They could have been doing rites and rituals here. They were doing magic of some sort. They wanted you to feel sorry for yourself, feel rejected and abandoned, or this is somebody else that felt rejected and abandoned because you moved on. Or because you found out they had multiple options, multiple partners. You healed from this. You're at peace. They're contemplating. They're strategizing. They need to put something to rest with you. They're exhausted. Maybe they're cooling their jets in a jail cell somewhere. Yeah, this is a fall from grace. That's for sure. They're unstable. They wanted you to look unstable. This is some sort of money crime, financial crime. They're greedy and selfish, codependent and clingy, very unstable and insecure. They don't want to be alone. They wanted you to appear unstable for some reason. Oh, they're the unstable one. That makes me feel good about me. I don't think so. This is somebody wanting a life of luxury off your back. They're malicious, ruthless, and cruel. Remember, place the genders where it belongs in your story, okay? Very careless. Could be in their emotions and or under the influence of something. Emotionally unavailable, emotionally manipulative, emotionally immature, self-serving, and self-absorbed. Could be dangerous as well. Be careful. It's a big fall from grace for them, right? Again, they can't get their mind off the golden. Yeah, this is over. They could have wanted you gone. Tried to take you out, but this is over. You're the Phoenix rising. Again, somebody in the equation, they tried to doppelgang you or impersonate you, or maybe it's a power of attorney yet again, or power and control. But it looks like somebody here that's just kind of folds into the background. Meanwhile, you shine, and they're jealous. So change. Not a one. Somebody's a player energy, or somebody did something too quickly, too hastily, knee-jerk reactions, impulsive reactions. Somebody's moved to take some sort of passionate action towards you. This is over. They did something too quickly, bragged. I don't know. They try, if it's on a live spells, it's back where they are. They could be in their emotions now over somebody leaving this world, hiding and cloaking something. They don't want anybody to know about this. They're alone possibly, or dying alone. I hate to say that. Nobody should have to grieve alone and or leave this world alone. We should all have somebody's hand to hold on to, right? For comfort, for care. All life is precious. It really is. I don't care what anybody thinks about it. It's the truth. God gave us life. He gave us souls. We're all human after all at the end of the day. And we all deserve that dignity. Okay? When we're born into this world, the dignity throughout life's lessons, also the dignity when we're leaving this world. To go with dignity, to go with respect. Somebody's scared. Somebody didn't act with integrity, loyalty, or honesty. They want to reconcile. They want to balance things out with you. You could be an earth angel, or the angels are surrounding you. You alchemized and transmuted. They lost control of a situation, of themselves, if you ask me. This is a humbling experience for them. This is bringing balance to a situation, maybe. They're sick. There's been no truth or clarity. They're in the dark here, doing stuff in the dark. They're not happy. They were reckless, careless, and foolish with their time, with their actions, and with their words, I heard. No new beginnings. They took unnecessary risks. They were gullible and naive, chasing after the dollar, chasing after anybody to pay them attention. If it's sex, if it's, I don't know what this is, Chariot. If it's wanting attention all the time, not wanting to heal, wanting somebody else's life. Could have had a car accident, could have been injured, or they're sick, they're not going anywhere. They can't take it, they don't want to take accountability. This is not going anywhere. They can't overcome whatever this is. It's been stopped here. 10 of Cups. Somebody's not happy. End of a family or a group. They scapegoated you. This is not a happily ever after. 10 of Cups in reverse. Could be a family member. Doesn't have to be. Yeah. Heartless and cruel. Showing no love. No compassion. Just a waste, okay? A loveless life, maybe. Life spent on material things that, you know what I'm saying? Don't satisfy at the end of the day. They don't hold your hand when you need them to, right? They're not your friend. It's just objects. It's just things that are irrelevant at the end of the day. They showed you no love. You showed them love, and now it's gone. They're not happy. This is no new beginnings. This is not a blessing. They wasted. It's just a waste. They wasted your love. They showed you no love, and you showed them nothing but love. It's just clarifying. Male or female, doesn't matter. You remained emotionally balanced, stable, and mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet. Highly intuitive and psychic here. You came from a place of love. They didn't. They didn't want you having love. They're being exposed. This is not a victory. Public humiliation, possibly. They could be hiding. They're trying to hide you because you're speaking the truth. That's what it is. Male or female, you're speaking the truth. You are always loyal, and you're speaking the truth, whether it's friends, family, or love, or business. You love people enough to tell them the truth, to make yourself the bad guy, because you're not going to lie. Why would you lie? At the end of the day, the realization will sink in. Listen, they were just telling me the truth because they loved me. They didn't want me going down this way, or they didn't agree with what I was saying or doing. It was harming people. It's not right. This is speaking the truth, setting boundaries, and cutting them out. Could be a doctor, a lawyer, it could be anybody. Yeah. You're moving on. Your ships are coming in. You foresaw this. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Spirit. You foresaw the end of somebody's life. You told them, possibly 3 years ago, if you keep going down this way, you're not going to survive. And now the doctor's saying the same thing here. Blocked. They don't know what to do here. They have no idea. They blocked it out. Maybe they didn't want to hear it. They were giving their cup to other people, or now they want to come back towards you for support. There's an offer coming through. 8 of Wands. Yeah. It's communication. Somebody could be at a distance. There's fast communication, fast action, and or travel. Somebody's watching from afar, making a decision. You or them. Moving forward, making plans. Somebody could have went to the crossroads. Yeah, they were doing magic, or somebody was having too many casual encounters. Somebody was wearing a mask. They were very insincere. A scam artist, possibly. They're out in the cold. Or maybe because of their actions, they sent you out into the cold, or others out into the cold out of lack of loss, poverty, on the outside looking in, and they're under judgment. A decision's been made. It's been rendered, whether it's in a court of law or amongst their people, or you made this decision, or the divine. Definitely could be a divine judgment. It's awareness. They have to take accountability. This is somebody that wanted power, control, as a poser, player, or a warlock. There's been nothing but lies, throwing rocks and hiding hands. It's bad news coming their way. Somebody's angry. They bit off more than they can chew. Could be a third-party situation. Somebody wound up with an STD, maybe. Yeah, bad news. Throwing rocks, hiding hands. They felt entitled. This is somebody's very juvenile. They need outside validation because they bore easily. Go ahead, monkey dance, and entertain me, okay? They're a drama starter. They need drama to feel alive. All they need is healing. They definitely need. There's been lies, nothing but lies. Knight of Coins. It's been going on for a long time. They need to take accountability. They need to cough up a payment or something. Yeah, lying, cheating, and or stealing. They're trying to escape a situation. They can't. You're the one that got away, possibly. Yeah. Gold digger, cloud chaser. This is change. You're very fortunate, by the way. You're innocent. They want to apologize now to change their... Yeah, they could be facing homelessness. Could have stolen a home. They could have been non-committal. Somebody's very unstable right now. Queen of Coins. Gold digger, cloud chaser, materialistic, jealous, lazy, can't be trusted, unfaithful, very manipulative at the end of the day. They don't know their value or worth. There's an apology. They want something to do with a child, loss of a child, Emperor, this corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority. You could be this, somebody could have said you were a bad father, bad boss, or leader, and or this is a bad father, bad boss, or leader. Somebody wanted power and control over you. Meanwhile, it could have been theft, okay? He stole something from you, left you in, financially unstable, which you managed. A Queen of Pentacles, male or female, eventually will get themselves back on their feet, one way or another. They're not afraid to put that work in. They're not afraid to do what needs to get done legally, okay? This is somebody that wanted power and control over you. They were in their ego and in their pride. This is a bully, a tyrant. They bent to public pressure. They abused their authority, their power. They never had it to begin with. Two of Coins. Now they're unstable. They wanted you to look unstable. This was unfair. They can't play games with you anymore. They have to cut their losses or they want you to come back. Now that they're having financial difficulties, they want to come back to you. This is a narcissist. Be careful, male or female. They used and abused you. They were cold, calculating, and cruel. Pathological liar, possibly dangerous. Again, no authority. This was an opportunist, okay? They're going to lie to you. They want money out of you. They're going to say there's, I don't know. They don't want you having wish fulfillment. This is not wish fulfillment. Somebody's feeling ashamed of themselves. Again, this is some sort of corruption. I'm sorry it's all over the place, but it is what it is. It's a bully. They're money motivated. They're greedy, materialistic, and selfish. You're stable and secure. This is your blessing, or you are always the blessing. Maybe the blessings came with you. All aces in the upright are blessings from the divine, gifts. You could have spiritual gifts as well. Something's coming in. They have to pay you some money. They got paid money to lie about you or to try to block you or to say that you had an STD. They don't want you having new passionate opportunities, new beginnings, growth or expansion. Somebody got paid. They did not do anything. Yeah, this is magic, illusions, deception, two-faced, out of control, corruption. They don't have all the resources they need. They want to steal a large amount of money, or could be this inheritance, family discord, whatever this is. They're going to lose everything. This was a crime. This was abuse. They endangered others. They were using magic. They were using shit talk, hoodwinking people. This was endangering others. This was reckless. King of Wands, this leader in a position of leadership, male or female, has to do the right thing. This is not wish fulfillment. This is embarrassing. This is going to be a black eye if it's an institution or them. They're trying to hide something, right? They were holding back. They forged your signature. They felt entitled. Could be stealing your work ideas and or achievements. They blocked you. They're acting like nothing's going on. This is no clarity upon a situation. When you had only your intuition to go by, you made the right choices, though. You're still stable and secure. They could be blocked from this home. If they stole a home or a business or a family, you're still stable and secure. This could be a home or a business or something like that. They're getting blocked and or kicked out of it. They're grieving and regretting. They're crying over spilt milk. You brought stability to their world. The minute you left, well, yeah, this is corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority. It's going to cost. It's going to cost. It was all self-serving for them. Corruption. It's going to cost at the end of the day. So setting the record straight, this could be anybody, courts, institutions, people that you know, people you don't know. They targeted you. Or this is the group they were working with, or your family that went along with the bullshit, thinking they were in the right and they're not. And now Somebody setting the record straight and, yep, shit's about to pop off here. Okay, people are going to lose their shit here. Something with someone or something, something was infatuated with you, or they claimed you were infatuated with them. Denial, obsession, attraction. Hurting, crying, depressed, pain, and sorrow. Now they're in pain. They caused pain, but now they're in pain. Imagine them apples. Salty, bitter, angry, and petty. Remember Lot's wife, right? Never, never look back. You get bitter. So, you know, no matter what happens in our lives, and we've all gone through good times and bad, unfortunately bad, but when we look back like Lot's wife to the past, what's behind us, we have more chances of getting bitter and salty and angry and petty. That's why we like to say, keep moving forward. Don't look to the past. If you look to the past, it's only to heal it. And to always to remember never to go down that road again. Or, you know, those are memories. Those are lessons you'll learn. Be happy. Move on. Let it go. Process it. Don't park there. Process it. Heal and let it go. Somebody was very two-faced, double life, cheater, and backstabber. Caused a lot of pain. Goes hand in hand with this card, right? Apprehensive, afraid, and cautious. They're afraid now because everybody knows the truth about what they've done. Influences, attachments, third parties, and peers. So they influenced all these people to come up after you or to do whatever this was against you. And it was, number one, illegal. Number amoral. Number two, amoral. It's really, really giving them a black eye. I believe it's all the above. It was unbalanced. It was crazy. It's disgusting, actually. I just heard that loud and clear. Whatever they did to you is disgusting. And they're being found out. There's no way that they're going to stop this truth from coming out. And they're going to have to deal with it once and for all. And everybody else, maybe they thought they were doing the right thing. Jumping on hate trains or laughing at you or stealing and or trying to hurt your business, hurt you. Whatever this is, okay? I was only helping my friend. If you have a yes or no, question 5, changing at this time. The situation is in a state of flux. Anything could happen. So I'm really feeling that somebody wants to come forth, apologize, and set the record straight with you. If not with you, with an institution, courts, I don't know. Whatever this is. Dice, 2, Sagittarius, gamble, taking a risk, luck, playing games. Chances are, roll with it, random results, win or lose. Uncertain outcome, playing the game, potential, fate, what happens next. So that's 2, Sagittarius. So somebody could be a gambler, or they took a huge gamble, and they lost. These people gambled their lives away, I just heard. 9, Capricorn. Master, you could be a master, or you an ascended master. Discipline, working smart, focus, structure, teaching, training, conquer, overcome, controlled, learning a skill in the flow, authoritarian, commanding presence. That could be you or someone else that you're dealing with. I really think that you have mastered your emotions. You have elevated and ascended. Waiting, yes, you know, that patience word, it gets to me sometimes, but all this patience, all this waiting, not knowing when, but knowing it's going to happen. You just don't know when or how. This gave you enough time to heal and to master what you needed to master. So congratulations. Maybe you found yourself. Maybe you found where you belong, what you belong doing during this time. So it wasn't all for naught, right? It meant it served a purpose. The waiting. I hate to say it. I hate to give that any kind of... So 3, Aries, map, exploration, find your way, locate, unknown destination, new territory, lay of the land. Plan, prepare, chart a course, read the signs, figure it out, directions, new perspective. So you had to figure it out on your own. You had to feel your way with your intuition. This was a test and you passed. You might be traveling, or they might be. Okay? This was a master manipulator, possibly. Some of you might be traveling towards you. Somebody's trying to locate you, possibly. This is all new territory. You might be moving as well to a new place, completely new place. You're not familiar with the custom, the people, maybe the language. I don't know. You'll figure it out, though. Fishing pole, 9. Virgo, self-reliance, extend oneself, autonomy, mentoring others, poetry in motion, exploration, providing, connect with nature, accomplishment, reflection, self-improvement, and capable. So congratulations. You have you've accomplished something here. You could be a mentor, or a job could come towards you to mentor others, or you're just doing it naturally all your life maybe. Poetry in motion. And those who love poetry and see poetry in life, because everything is poetry, whether you realize it or not. It's soothing. You could be a poet. I don't know. Someone's exploring something, how to provide you with something. Connect with nature. Or maybe this you exploring something. Connect with nature no matter what, okay? This is accomplishment, reflection, self-improvement, and capable. You're quite capable. This is kerosene 7. 7's going to blow up here, okay? Aggressive, accelerate, ignite, determined, fuel, encourage, sustain, powerful, stimulate, volatile situation, provoke, watch out, unpredictable, combustible, propellant, hot. So people are it's boiling under the surface, okay? It's all going to pop off, like it said. Listen, if you feel like people are directing anger towards you, stay out of the way. Let God, let the angels take care of it. It could be very, very volatile, okay? Because they're getting found out. They could be narcs or worse. But, you know, when you rip their masks off, oh dear, watch out. Run for the hills. This could 52 might have something to do with it. 29, 99, and or 97. One more and another 9. There's 3 9s here. So you're coming to the end of a cycle. Chocolate, this is balance. This is Libra, balance and justice as well. Satisfaction, perfection, love, romance, treating yourself, sweet, rich, smooth, splurge, aphrodisiac, the good stuff, fine dining, do things right, celebration, and elevated mood. So somebody might want to come in and fine dine you. They want to take you out, treat you, give you the treatment that you always deserve but never received maybe. Finally, this is what you deserve, right? Male or female, you deserve it. We all deserve to be treated right. Universe is behind us. Wow. So we have 97, 79, and 97 yet again. That's Scorpio, universe, universally driven. Congratulations, okay? Source, infinite, unending, enduring, eternal creation, awakening, interconnected heaven, higher perspective, the big picture, all that is, creative force and love, one. Something to do with the heart and home. Heart is where the home is. Home is where the heart is, sorry. If they're heartless, they're homeless, right? Think about it. Cancer 6. 76 might have something to do. Has something to do with a home, property, or family, or stability, okay? Happy home, security, love, kindness, family, belonging, bliss, contentment, comfort, established, fulfilled legacy. So you're fulfilling some sort of legacy, establishing it. Put your boundaries up, boundaries, affection, peace, heart's desire, and longevity. That's what's coming towards you, 76. Congratulations. I love it. So forked road. It all depends on choices, what you're going to choose. 7, Capricorn. Okay, what are you going to choose? Which way? You take the road less traveled or the one that's trampled down upon where everybody takes it? Which way are you going to go? It's harder when you take the road less traveled. You have to really go within and do that soul work. Not everybody's willing to do that. We have to understand that. Look back at, if you did do the work, look back at how hard it was, how painful it was. Another 767 might have something to do with it. How hard and painful it was and lonely. Not everybody is equipped to do that. And we have to realize that. Which road are you going to take? Obviously somebody they chose their path and they want to come back towards you with their fingers crossed behind their back. Or this is how they started off, whatever this is. They lied to you, they lied to others. Forked road with a forked tongue, right? Direction change, options, free will, choice, opportunity, alternatives, multiple choice. The moment of truth, crises, possibilities, turning point, change in circumstances. So this person always tried to, what's the word I'm looking for? Not just finagle, but tried to ensure that they got the most out of whatever this is, whatever choices they made. Whether it's money, attention, favors, whatever it is that they find important in their life. Well, I'm going to pat it nicely for me, and everybody else go fuck yourself, right? And people are finding out this person's nothing but a liar, whoever they are. I think you already understood that they were a liar. And you moved forward. They made a lot of plans here. They could be watching you from afar, because that reminds me of the 2 of Wands, right? You're not waiting. Somebody didn't wait for the others. You know, they went rogue possibly. They could have plotted and planned against you, but they didn't wait, and they threw a monkey wrench in all of it. So thank God they didn't wait, right? Like a bell. Could you make a shift? Do some soul searching to see if you're on the right path. So go within. Touch base with Spirit, with God. Am I in the right place? Is there anything else I should be working on right now? Omael, that's connection with God, with Source. Have patience. Today your focuses should be production and creation. So just create, even if it's in, in your mind. The more you create, the faster your manifestations come in. The divine is the ultimate creator. He's created everything. If you're a child of God, you're also able to create. You co-create with the divine. You co-create the life you want, provided it's in line with you, provided you're in line with it. The devil doesn't create, he destroys. He can't get his own dirt, in other words. If you know the story, you know the story. He's just a phony, a fake. And anybody that goes that way, they chose that route, also can't create. So if you're a creator of any kind, that's why people are stealing from you or blocking you. Or, do you understand what I'm saying? They don't want you to create. Nithael, how will people remember you? What is your legacy? You're leaving one. These people are going to leave a horrible one, obviously. You're leaving a very good one. What have you created? Again, creations that will stand the test of time. What are you leaving the world? What is your mark? What do you have to offer? We all have something good to offer. You just have to be in the right place, the right frame of mind, the right heart space to do so. Yeah, it takes work. Yeah, it takes sacrifice. And I'm not saying baneful magic kind of sacrifice to take from others, to do it yourself and to honestly earn it yourself. Merit it is quite different than just usurping, taking credit for. Do you understand what I'm saying? Haziel, what have you promised that you haven't fulfilled? Our word is our bond. Keep yours today. So if you have a promise to fulfill, go ahead and do so. Even if you don't want to, even if you don't like it, your word is your bond. Manukau, contain your anger today and don't get worked up. It's not a big deal anyways. Listen, if you're quick to anger and anybody can get you there, no problem, that means they control you. Why give them that? Give them that power over you. Like I said in the beginning, if you give out anger, it's coming back to you. Okay? A lot of people wear false faces and they're angry inside and they're jealous and they hate and they project it onto other people. And they do sly and shady shit and think they're not going to get found out. But now's the time where it's coming back to them. So the divine is compelling these people and showing the world what lies beneath that mask. So they're walking around with some sort of attitude, angry, fuck this and fuck that, and blah, 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 judge, why do they get that and I don't, and judging people constantly. And yeah, we all judge, okay, we all do, me included. But this is something different. Why can't I have that? Compare, always looking at what other people have. Stop doing that. That is your destruction. AAL, knowledge of mysteries will come easily, positive changes on the horizons. So a lot of people, Kalial, that's justice. I can't make this up. So you might be a mystery, or something might be a mystery. Why didn't you say something? Because you were told not to. Because you're not going to face, or you're not going to meet them where they are. You're not going to lower your standards. You knew karma will have its way. Because a lot of people, they'll fight, they'll claw, they'll get online and, do you know what this person did to me? And here's some pictures, here's some snatch, some what do you call it? Screenshots and blah, 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 blah. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. They just want everybody to side with them. But you're on your own, that's what I'm picking up. You don't need anybody to side with you. You got God. You have God siding with you, the ultimate. You don't need to do any of that shit. You just needed patience, right? Kalial, justice. Innocence is all around you. This is not the time for confrontations, but for truthful revelations. What I tell you, you're not going to go and confront these people because then you're lowering yourself to their standards. That's what they want. They want to fight. They want to see you lose your shit because that's what they do. I suggest you don't. Right? Yeah, they want you to quarrel with them. Is there someone you've been quarreling with? It is time to let go and move on. Kahithal, let purposeful action guide you. What are you looking for? And what do you want to accomplish? And Rochelle, you have a creative endeavor in the works. Again, creativity. It's time to make it public. Congratulations. This person's going, please take me with you. No, you can't be with me. No, you've proven yourself. You're not trustworthy. You're not there for me. It's only there for you. Could be a narcissist or worse. Can't trust narcissists. Okay. You need treatment. You need to heal. Blah, blah, blah. So somebody wants you to ride. They want to ride your coattails. They want to come along after everything they've done and said. Listen, I'm picking up, you're not the type of person that's going to hold any grudges. You're not going to hold on to this pain either. You're going to forgive. And forgiveness is for you. It's not for them. Trust and believe. That just means that they have no power over you. You haven't forgotten what they've done. You're not going to go down this route again. You learned your lesson. But you forgive for you. So they have no power and sway over you. So they have no quarter. They have no purchase in your mind, in your heart. You can move on and leave it behind, right? Once and for all. You've healed. These people can't do that because they don't want to heal. They want you to hold on to this pain. Because all their lives, they've held on to pain. They have not been able to release it. They don't have the tools. They don't want to hurt. They don't want to heal. I mean, if they're narcissists, I don't think they even feel. I don't know. They don't realize what's fueling all of this hatred and all these lies. I don't know. I'm not a narc. I don't know. Obviously, they need more studying. I have my thoughts on that, and the divine told me to keep it to myself. It's not really my thoughts. It's what I was told. But I must keep it to myself. Too many people are going to get upset. So it is what it is. Congratulations. Move on, move on, move on. It's coming to an end. This person might be fueled by alcohol or persons. You know, loose lips. Start drinking. They want more attention. They put on your persona. They want to be you so bad. They say asshole-ish things. They do asshole-ish things. They have to stop the drinking and or whatever it is that's making them talk shit. The jar's empty. There's no more in there, okay? Maybe they're drying up in a jail cell right now. Anyhow, congratulations. I hope you like the read, and until next time, take care.